Hi guys, welcome to my channel and thanks for watching. My name's Peter. So the previous two videos I've done have been on the Creed House and looking at the Royal exclusive line, and I've done Pure White Cologne, original cologne, and Jardin d'Amalfi. Now today I've been wearing Spice and Wood. Now straight away guys, I think this is the best of the three. I've actually really enjoyed wearing this today. I think it's a really nice fragrance. So straight off the bat I got a blast of lively bergamot, but almost immediately it's overtaken by a strong spicy black pepper, and that really overpowers the citrus, and the citrus sort of dies away and this pepper takes over. And then probably 4 or 5 seconds after that you're going to get cedarwood coming up through there. It's very woodsy, you know, as the name suggests. You get the spice sort of almost immediately, and then you get the woods. It's Spice and Wood, perfectly named. That's exactly what it is. Basically, as it develops, the pepper is going to tone down, it's going to subdue, it's going to tame. You know, it's not as noticeable, it dies right down and it gets more woodsy. You're going to get that nice birch wood coming up through there. The cedar wood comes down a little bit as well. Like the first initial hit of the wood was cedar wood to me, and then you get the smoothness of the birch wood in the mid of the fragrance. I think it's balanced very well. You get a sort of a watery fruitness, which I think is the apple note, but it's sort of like a watered down apple. It's not a strong apple at all. It's subtle, it's very subtle, but it's there. You can detect it through the mid of the fragrance, and it just makes it that little bit nicer. I think it complements it very well. You know, as it dries down further, I think that watery sort of apple vibe disappears after like 2 hours, and it gets sort of replaced by a nice musk. I really enjoy the musk in Creed fragrances. I think they use fantastic musk. You almost don't notice the transition between that apple fruit vibe and the musk. It just has a nice sort of smooth, clean sweetness to it that they just sort of mix, and one gets overtaken by the other, and I think you don't really notice the transition. But the musk is absolutely really gorgeous. And basically, you know, at the 5-6 hour mark, as you know, really into the dry down, you're going to be left with more of basically pretty much a woodsy scent that's slightly green with just a little sprinkling of pepper. I really enjoyed wearing it. I'd probably give this a solid 8 out of 10. I think it's good. In terms of performance, I got 6 hours out of this like the other two. First hour, average range, sillage and projection. Second hour it starts to tame down. Third, fourth, fifth hour is sort of very close to the skin. 6 hour mark is a skin scent to me. It does try and claw on to the 7-8 hour mark, but it's very faint guys. I'm not going to class that. You know, it's 100% skin scent with no kind of sillage at that point. So, you know, average range performance like the previous two, but I think in terms of scent this is the most enjoyable to my nose. It reminds me of quite a classy, sharp, well put together man in his mid-30s and up, that's just very confident, a little bit sexy, dresses sharply, you know, he's got a little bit of power, a little bit of money, but he's not cocky. He's just got a nice air of elegance about him. He's a gentleman. He doesn't need to shout, you know, he doesn't show off. He's just very, you know, humble, and I think that's the image that it puts in my head for this fragrance. Very well put together, it's very understated, it's just got charm to it, if you know what I mean. It has that kind of vibe. I think if you're a guy that doesn't like to shout, if you're a guy that, you know, with quite a cool, relaxed, you know, personality, well put together, I think this would fit you perfectly. Very classy fragrance, you can smell that it's quality in this one. I really enjoy it. I think I would need to be a little bit older to pull this off, because it just gives that more slightly mature vibe. It's not aged though, you know, it doesn't smell old, but I think the vibe that it gives off to me of that sort of understated sort of gentleman that's well put together, I think just lends itself to someone being that little bit older. but really enjoyed it. I'm glad I tested this one out. Personally, I probably wouldn't buy this unless it was on a split, just because it is really pricey, guys. But you know, top fragrance. I've enjoyed this one. And that's the last I'm going to do for the Royal exclusive line. Tomorrow, I've found a brand new niche house that I've never heard of before. I'm really excited to test them out. I've got 4 samples behind me there, behind the camera. I've not put my nose to them yet. I want to save it. I'm going to do 1 video for each day of the 4 fragrances. Looking forward to that. I don't know what to expect, guys. They've got quite an interesting sort of concept idea for the line of the 4, which I'll explain tomorrow. They're an English UK company based in London, so I'm really excited to check them out. I'm hoping I find some kind of hidden gem that's fantastic and blows me away and I have to have it in my collection, but we'll see. I think we're all searching on a journey to find those amazing fragrances that we think are hidden behind the next corner, and we keep searching for them, but you know, hopefully there's one in there, and looking forward to doing that, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers, bye.